Welcome everybody to Gaming Widow Guy. Today I'm gonna showcase Demeo. It is a top-down, well, it's a board game basically. If you ever played Dungeons and Dragons, well, then this is gonna look familiar to you. So I'm gonna showcase both the PC and the VR version. So let's get into it. When Demeo first came out, it was only a VR version of it, but now, they decided to release a PC edition, which means you don't even need a VR headset to play this game. Hell, even better, you don't even need a VR headset to play with your friends that do have this game on VR. Plus, this game is gonna have total crossplay. It's gonna be crossplay between PC, Oculus VR, and the PC edition and PlayStation 5. So you can play with friends no matter how you're gonna play this game. When you first start the game, you're gonna have 7 characters to choose from, which is the champion, the guardian, the sorcerer, the hunter, the assassin, singer, and warlock. And you're gonna have to choose the character that best fits your play style, because they all have different moves, they all get different card sets. So plus you also have 5 books to play from. And these books are basically your campaign. So the first one is the Black Sarcophagus, and then you got the Realm of the Rat King, Roots of Evil, Curse of the Serpent Lord, and the last one is Reign of Madness. Right now they're gonna keep releasing these, so you ain't gonna run out of content for a while. Trust me, these campaigns are quite lengthy. Like I said, this game is a turn-based game, and each character gets a turn, and every turn you get 2 chances to do whatever you're gonna do. You either move or use a card, attack, heal, revive, depending on the situation on the board. And you do have a fog of war, so you don't see where the creatures are until they're in your line of sight. So you gotta really be careful and strategize with your friends to see the best way to get through the stage. And the main purpose of the stage is to grab a key from the main beast of the dungeon, and once you grab the key, you head to the exit and get to the next dungeon. And of course, once you do everything you have to do, like attack, move, and roll your die, hit, miss, whatever happens, after all that, then the monsters get their turn. And when it's their turn, they're gonna come with no mercy. They're gonna use whatever arsenal they have to take you down as best they can. And it ain't that hard, trust me. Then you'll get your turn again to try to destroy these monsters and get out the dungeon again. And that's basically the whole point of the game. And like I said, this game is playable with VR too, so I'll show you what's available in the VR version that's not available in this version. The one real big difference in VR is the Heroes Hangout. That's the one mode that's not available in the PC edition, so let's check that out. In the Heroes Hangout, you get to either join a public room or a private room. I joined the private room because I ain't want to bother nobody game, so let me show you how that. Cool thing about a Heroes Hangout is that it reminds me of them old comic book lounges, that you go into the comic book store that has a lounge and you can sit down and play like these same D&D or any other board game like Magic or any other board game. You go in there and just relax with your friends and play some games and just hang out basically. You can also come here and goof around with your friends, or just relax and hang out and have conversations, talk about the game, talk about whatever you want. You can even pick up any of these campaign books they have on the shelf right now, and you can actually start a game from right in this room with your friends. You can also interact with like the items in the room, like the dice, the characters that's sitting on the shelf, and look at them up close and personally. Another cool thing about a Heroes Hangout, they got these books that's just sitting around, and you can pick them up and you read about the characters or the monsters on the game. They give you little information, hit points and damage and all that crazy stuff in some of the books. So it's cool to pick them up and look up monsters and see if they got any weaknesses or immunities and stuff like that. Cool feature. Another cool thing about a Hero's Hangout, you look around, you're gonna find an arcade called Hauntless. And guess what? The arcade is actually fully playable. It's a take on the old Gauntlet games, you know what I mean? But it's only one player and only one person can play it at a time, but pretty neat because it's actually a playable game. Another thing about the Heroes Hangout, there is a section where you can actually play bow and arrows. I mean, the arrows are suction cups, so you can't kill each other if you wanted to, but you know, they got a dartboard type section where you shoot the arrows and you could challenge you and 3 of your friends into a, you know, basically a dart game, but with bow and arrow, suction cup arrows that is, but you know, it's actually fully functional. You can goof around with this thing too. I don't know to what extent because I didn't have any friends in this section to try it, but you can shoot anything around you basically. It's pretty neat. Right next to the arrow game, they actually got a projector that has a live feed of their Discord channel. So if you follow their Discord channel, hell, post up. You see it right there on the freaking projector. Pretty cool. One of the best features of the Heroes Hangout is this paint room. Freaking neatest thing I ever done in VR. You can take a seat in the painting room and then you start painting. They give you little figurines to paint. And you can literally like pick up paint brushes, air brushes, and paint away, dude. It's the neatest shit ever. Well, if you want, you could pick up a blank canvas and, you know, make a masterpiece of your own. You know, I made one. I think, you know, I got some high marks for it. So, you know, I did good. You know, the main game is basically the same. The only difference is in VR. You got your same campaigns. You get to pick whatever character you want, and then they drop you into a basement that looks like a 1980s basement. You know, the basement you used to go to your homeboy's house, and y'all went down there to play D&D. Yeah, that's where you're at now. You just got the big old board inside the basement. In this mode, you'll be maneuvering the board around so you can reach and pick up your character, so you can move them to wherever you want to move them. Like to grab chests or to attack, you literally have to pick them up and move them. Another cool thing about the VR version, you could actually mark points, you know, point to areas in the board so you could tell your friends about lingering monsters or traps. You know, give them information. The gameplay is basically the same as PC. The only difference is you pick up your cars and lay them on top of the people. You actually hold the cars and lay them on top to wherever you want to attack. Once you let them go on top of the enemy, you pick up the dice, roll it, and your attack happens. It's the coolest shit ever, dude. You know, if you move your character to a spot where you can't really see what's going to happen, you could actually grab the board and turn it around so you could actually get a better advantage of what's going on in that area. Well, like I said, the difficulty level in this game is high, so be prepared. Cool thing about this game though, if I play the PC edition and then want to play the VR edition, I keep all my stats, you know, so very cool. Well, that's my showcase. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Game on.